Cronenberg is one of my guys, right?
You love Cronenberg.
Dude, in 88, he makes Dead Ringers, which is right before the,
we have the
like
VHS
a decade
right
before
up here
this.
on the,
Yeah, it's right here on the TV.
One of our TV tapes.
Because it's that good.
TV
It's one of my 10 favorite movies of all time. And he made all those amazing movies that we love, Videodrome and Scanners and all the body horror stuff.
History of Violence.
Well, leading up to eXistenZ. And then in 99, he makes eXistenZ, which is all about all of his bugaboos, video games and AI, the future, reality, realism, and art. But he goes so hard doing David Cronenberg shtick that I feel like he lost the taste for himself after this film, and not until Crimes of the Future
That's a great
did
point.
he get he was like, you know what I used to love? I'm open to liking that stuff again. eXistenZ, he goes one Cronenberg-y steppy too far. He's a little up his own beautiful, smart, talented, genius bum. And he's all into his stuff, and he has too many yes men around him.
Yeah.
And it's just like everyone's like, yeah, Cronenberg, that's so good. Yeah. And then what does he come back with a couple years later? History of Violence, which is a perfect movie, absolutely 5 stars.
Also, the very last movie to come out on VHS.
That's right. I love that fact.
Isn't that great fact?
It's so cool.
Yeah.
But History of Violence, a perfect movie. No body horror, no wires, no. It is back to basics, and he sticks back to basics until he gets to Crimes of the Future. In Eastern Promises, in the one with Freud, he.
Oh my God, the Freud movie with Keira Knightley too. Yeah.
He stays away from his stuff because I think eXistenZ burned him out. Because in the third act of this film, this movie does something, Brett, that when movies or plays start doing it, it's a little red flag for me. When the movie starts asking questions like, what does this even mean? Or like,
it's like Westworld season 3 or something.
It's like,
you're like, I don't think you know what you're doing anymore. I think you've lost the plot.
When the character starts telling you, where it's like, how can you not possibly understand? It's like, no, it's because you've lost the thread here. Also, it has characters screaming stuff like death to realism in this movie. It gets very heavy-handed, very on the nose. The twists that don't work. I love the beautiful, disgusting,
there's a lot of fun body horror, but
video.
It's exactly what you're saying, where like, that phrase, I'm going to do one for me and one for the studio. This was definitely the one for him. But I think you're right that he kind of got burned down on his own shtick, because this is such a Cronenberg movie, to the point where I honestly think this was almost like Cronenberg writing his own porn or his own fan fiction, where like, I think specifically that I think he fantasizes about being the Jude Law character in this, at least in sort of the main, before the big twist, because Jude Law is the one who is like being inducted into the world of like experimental video games and body horror by Jennifer Jason Leigh. He's like the novice, and then this incredibly cool futuristic woman comes along and takes him on this wild sort of spree where she's like punching holes in his back and shoving wires up there, and then he like shoves wires up her back and like pushes them in with his tongue, and she's like, whoa, and he's like, I do body horror now, I'm into it. There's so much Cronenberg in this movie, and that sounds like it would be great, but it's just it's just not moderated. It's not structured around a convincing or interesting story. Nothing feels right.